that had been, assigned by the IMF had been ruthlessly, cruelly looted okay, let's say unknown people are known people in Pakistan. And similarly, I mean, if we calculate it with the ongoing exchange rate, that is approximately 5.3 trillion rupees had been cruelly looted in past 2 years, and this is actually a nothing new joke. And this happened many times since past extreme 30 years. And on these kind of experiences, I just want to say how people are in this merciless Pakistan, where they cannot even speak for their justice, they cannot discuss, I mean, because every single person in Pakistan, of course they say, oh, everything is changed, everything is transformed, we are at the best, in the best of the best years of Pakistan, but the realities are completely different. I just want to say how biological factor transforms the leadership from the leadership. If the people do not have to change on the basis of their biological factors, then they carry it from one place to another place. So wherever they go, they do the same thing, unfortunately. I'm not talking who did it, who didn't did it, but this is a fact. And I completed I mean, book with many pages that are useless. But of course, research is never a useless thing. Let me clarify one thing on the background of this 5.3 trillion embezzlement and 33% higher corruption than the original $7 billion payment, something like this. Take it as an example. I just want to clarify one thing, how it impacts the merciless 250 million people of boys, girls, families, how they are extremely disappointed with the constitution of Pakistan and with the culture of Pakistan being a native. I just want to say in a very clear way how Pakistan in past 30 years has become a black market. I'm using the word black market. Basically, it's not a concept, it's an ongoing reality even in today's Pakistan in December 2025. The thing is, for example, if in recent case scenario, 5.3 trillion rupees had been looted, how it impacts the people of Pakistan. The reality is this money, they do embezzlement from the top and never want to disclose it. That's number one thing. Another thing is that the people of Pakistan, either is vendor, either is someone who is responsible for any kind of small or large businesses in Pakistan. Then basically this culture basically has forced them to work as a black market in Pakistan. I believe the narrative or proposal they gave it to the IMF that they will they will put extra taxes on the people of Pakistan to pay back the creditors. But the thing is, it's a real research. I think the people of Pakistan basically not only, for instance, they say they will put 17%, 18%, or 25% taxes on the products and goods. But my experiences based on today's fact says the people of Pakistan do not only pay, for instance, 17 or 18% taxes. They every single day on every single product, mainly, approximately, I'm using the word approximately too, pays 10 times, 10% higher than the taxes. I'm talking about the people. How it finally makes a black market. Of course, the 250 million people are living in below poverty level. They are poverty-stricken people. They cannot even afford 17% taxes, even 25% taxes. But I say, in routine, they pay more than 27% taxes that could lead up to 50% taxes. In general, in the market, for instance, I just shared it before, if a product is for 185 rupees, the tax is already on that product is approximately 17 or 18%. But the thing is, the vendors or the small business owners, they actually do not trust on this taxing system, because they say if they sell the product, that is mentioned on the selling is selling amount is mentioned on the product, then they disbelieve upon it. And finally, they add 10% to 20% higher cost than the original cost. And I asked multiple people why they do it. They finally discussed that if they do not do it, then they would never ever be able to live their personal lives. So ultimately, if the top do the embezzlement like 5.3 trillion rupees or 33% higher the cost of the of this, for example, money, then the people are forced to do the corruption. People are forced to do the embezzlement and fight with each other, and consumer courts and Supreme Court and all the places are corrupt in this way. So the thing is, the biological factor basically transcends from generation to generation. Past 30 years, they gave the extreme poverty, and now people are forced to think in this way how they're gonna live their own life. For example, in this way, indirectly or directly, they are forcing people to be corrupt, to be Mr. Crook, and these kind of Mr. Stooges basically are ruining each and every single member of the family. And tell me how in this way people can manage their family lives, their personal lives, their business affairs, when every single corner of Pakistan is mainly dominated to do this kind of corruption within each other, fight with each other. And this is the real story of Pakistan. Another thing is that at Rotman, I just wanted to have some lifelong experiences that even they try to, train the people in the leadership development lab. But I have some other opinion that is, based on the facts and figures, how biological factors most importantly dominate the leadership qualities. And fortunately or unfortunately, I couldn't be able to be part of that team, but still I already completed my project and somehow, but didn't publish it. Of course, one day I will do it. But the thing is, if 33%, leadership makes 33% recent development makes the people to do, to be thieves indirectly. They enforce the people of Pakistan to be thieves. They enforce the people of Pakistan to do the embezzlement, to actually be influenced by them. In this way, they actually interconnect with each other. Like in this way, like people have to be influenced to do the corruption, to basically lie with each other, and also basically to be thieves every single day. So if this is the Pakistan, if this is the constitution of Pakistan, then as a native, I just want to say these kind of backward people not only ruin they terrorize a lot of people who have to fear from them for every single thing. And in this way, they are indirectly forcing me to be thief, and that I don't want. Fortunately, and they are forcing me to be Mr. Crook, and they are forcing me to do all kind of illegal activities, and they will put all the narrative in IMF that we are forcing the people to pay the more taxes to satisfy the needs of the $7 billion kind of thing. But the thing is, they are actually late excusing. People of Pakistan are already paying the taxes more than their capacity every single day, and how they're gonna justify it in front of IMF? How much more taxes they have to pay? For example, 17 or 18% they are already paying, and the market is dominated by the black people, black market. Sorry, not black, but black market. So in this way, how much more taxes they will pay to the people, to the government or officials? So this is a tragic stories in Pakistan that nobody wants to. Okay, if the market is running with 17 or 18% taxes, then 10%. Black market is it's very small amount approximately. Is already going on. If we add it, it's completely at 27%. Then out of this 27%, how much more money they want to get it? And the people are with empty pockets. They do not fear God. They fear no one, because this is nothing new in Pakistan. And ultimately, this has led Pakistan to do the amendment to save only them, to give them impunity. And these kind of people are living in parliament that whatever they do, is fine. They will try to rob from this way and that way, and they will say to the IMF, and this is kind of insane. Is this an insane world? In another way, I'm not, the dramatize they do in front of people, and in this way, I say the Pakistan is leading nowhere, and if their own pocket had been filled with the money, and they say the Pakistan has been transformed. Fortunately and unfortunately, but realities are different. I once again want to add an example. My personal, for example, an electronic device is my personal property, and they just stop my services even I paid for that. And the thing is, the money approximately they are demanding after consulting with different people. Little bit there could be little bit changes. They are demanding from me is approximately 200%. I'm just repeating it again as a matter of fact that is already on the table. That they finally say we get a lot of taxes to pay back. It's approximately 200% higher than the current value of my electronic device. And if I have to pay them approximately this amount, then why should I pay them to buy their car, to buy their medicine, to support their personal privileges, to support their illegitimized, illegal election fraud that happened on 23rd of November on constituency? This is nothing new. Even last election was completely a fraud election. Is this something a case to knock the door of Supreme Court of Pakistan? Is it something illegal to ask for justice as a native that they are ruining every single boy, girl, and every single family in Pakistan since past extreme 30 years? Even, once there was a General Musharraf once said that they are all illiterate who sit in the parliament. And is this, against the constitution of Pakistan to stop this kind of robbery? And on the other hand, they just say that people are not paying the taxes. We have to raise the taxes. Already you are getting the taxes up to 200% or more, up to 27% or more. And where this money is going? Number one thing. And where the money that is coming from the, for example, IF lenders, where 5.3 trillion rupees or 33% higher the money of this lending. Where is this money? This is the big question. Another thing is that leadership development lab that once I visited, even I met with the Chris, I already completed it. Even you change everything, but still biological factors are very important for the leadership qualities. When the biological factors, even if you want to manipulate or modify it, but still you cannot dominate God. I'm talking about God, who makes the biological factors. Perhaps if I would find a chance to go into another series of lectures, I don't know, but I'm just sharing it. I will tell them there are many things that cannot be changed. Even God is the omnipotent and omnipresent. In this way, embezzlement in Pakistan is nothing new. Especially past 30 years are extremely extreme in Pakistan, and in this way, Pakistan couldn't be changed even with this new by-standing payment or IMF. Even this is the money that they are coming from out of Pakistan, but what's happening inside Pakistan? The report of IMF is clear and authentic on that scenario. So the thing is, talking about justice is nothing about against the people. And why should I pay for their cars, for their medicine, for their bungalows, for their perks and privileges, and why they want to empty our stomach that is already empty?